everyone. For those of you who do not know, my 25th birthday was last Wednesday. I was born in 1995, so I just turned 25 this year, and I thought I would compile a list of 25 things that I learned up until the age of 25. Some of these things I've known for a while, some of them I've just learned and started practicing recently, and I thought if anything I've learned can help anybody in any way, I want to be able to do that for you. So I'm gonna spend just a couple of seconds talking about each thing, so that way this video is not super long, but overall these are just things that some of them are fun, some of them are relatable, some of them are deep, some of them are just funny things in general that you may have already learned in your life. But even if you're not 25 and you can learn this from me, I think that would be a win for you. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into the video. If you wanna connect with me on any social media, I'm gonna leave those down below so that way you can see how I practice these things in my daily life. Thing number one is obviously love what you do and do what you enjoy. This could be for work, school, the friends you hang around with, people in your life. You have control of everything and in some way, shape, or form. And if you're not happy where you're at, if it's your career, if it's a relationship, you have the ability to change. Love what you do what you love. Don't waste years doing things that you do not enjoy. Number two is do not compare yourself to others. Comparatitis gets the best of us, and it is literally the death of happiness. When you find yourself comparing yourself to somebody else, stop, say something nice about yourself, and say something nice about the other person. Next thing is be kind to other people. You never know what other people are going through, and in all honesty, if you don't have anything nice to say, do not say anything at all. I think this is something we all learned when we were younger, but sometimes we forget to actively practice it. So this is just a friendly reminder, always be kind to other people, and if you got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. The next thing that I'm gonna talk about is wearing comfy shoes. I don't care if it's work shoes or high heels. Make sure that you are wearing comfy shoes that are good for your feet. If you need insoles, get insoles. This is something that my grandpa, I'm pretty sure, told my mom, and my mom told me. Don't ever cheap out on shoes. Your feet carry you your whole entire life, and it can affect, your balance, your knees, every part of your body. So make sure you take care of your feet by investing in good shoes. Number 5 is, this one's really cute, is childlike love is the best. And I say this because if you are in a relationship where you play together and you giggle and you're almost like children with no worries in the world, obviously there's gonna be worries and there's gonna be things about life, but if you're able to be friends as if you were children, I think that is the best kind of love. And I've definitely been in love where I didn't have that, and I've been in love where I do have that, and it just makes life so much better. I'm literally giddy to text my person every day, to talk to him. Even when we fight, I'm just like so in love with him and can't wait to be silly and goofy with him and be myself and have him accept me for all of my really silly, dumb ways. So childlike love is the best, and if you don't have that, I hope you're still happy, but to me, this is the best kind of love. Number 6 is something I already touched on. It's that you are always in control of your life and your decisions. If it's not the circumstances around you, then it is most definitely the way you react to the things in your life. So like I said before, if you're not happy with something, you have the ability to change. Going back on something else, do not complain. You're in control. Life is always happening for you, not to you. You are in control. Number 7 is have integrity with your space. This can be wherever you are. It can be your room, bathroom, workspace, school space, the places you visit. Always try to keep the spaces around you, hold them up with integrity. So just an example of this is that whenever I go to the gym and I see that there is a paper towel laying around on the ground somewhere, I always make a point to pick it up, because it's not just, anyone else's gym, it's my gym, and I want my space to be clean. I want it to be mess free, and I want to make sure that it smells good, it's bright, it's livable, and the space around you, anything that you hold with integrity, it's going to be a reflection of who you are. So definitely always hold your space with integrity. If it's messy, make a day to clean it up, and just make sure that you're living in a place that supports the rest of the standards of your life. Number 8 is keep your commitments. And that doesn't just mean that you have to do everything you say you're gonna do, but if you forget, or if you miss something, if you drop the ball on something, really do make it a point to apologize or let someone know beforehand if you can't make that commitment. And again, it comes from prioritizing and knowing what you really want to do with your time and with your life. But everyone's time is important, and if you don't like what you're doing and if you don't want to, commit to something, then don't do it. Let the other person know. Don't be worried if other people are going to be offended by it, because you, like I said, are in control of your life. So the commitments that you do take on, make sure that you keep them and that you honor them. And if you're not able to, at least let the people know way in advance, so then that way you're not dropping the ball on anything or putting anybody in a uncomfortable or like last minute situation. Number 9 is that nature is so important. Spending time in nature outside. There's a reason why there is seasonal depression in the winter, and it's because we do not get sunlight. We are not going outside. We stay inside in our homes, and it's just what happens. So going out in nature for a little bit is really, really important. If you're in a place where you're able to go outside, it's nice weather and conducive to going outside for a walk without your phone, with a loved one, you should do that more often, because the world is beautiful and we need to appreciate it more, because we don't know how long it's going to stay this way. So nature is so important, and go outside and spend time in it when you can. Number 10 is that exercise should be essential in everyone's lifestyle. I don't care what is going on in your life, there is some sort of way to do stretching, physiotherapy, exercise in some way, shape, and form. It is not just meant for a certain amount of people. Every single person should make it a point to live some sort of healthy, active lifestyle. Not gonna get too much on that, because there's a lot I could probably dive into, but it's just really important. Our body carries us throughout each day. We need to take care of it. Working out not only maintains your health and fitness, but it can prevent illness and diseases. So take care of your body by moving it a little bit each day. Number 11, which I feel like I might have already said something like this, is complaining. Do not do it. Don't do it. I think I said comparing before. So comparing and complaining, they're very similar, but this one is about complaining. Complaining is also the death of happiness. It is literally the opposite emotion of love and gratitude. And if you notice that love and gratitude are the highest forms of frequency that you can emit, whereas things like comparing and complaining really bring down your vibrational frequency and energy to a very negative level. And when you're putting out negative things, more negative things come into your life. So do not complain. I've talked about this before. If you find that you cannot stop complaining, put something on your wrist, a bracelet, a hair tie, an elastic band, and every time you complain, switch that to the other wrist, and do this until you eventually condition yourself to realize each time you complain, and then stop complaining. 12 is that breathing can change your life even in a moment. So even right now, I've been talking for a couple of minutes, and I just feel like I need to take a deep breath and calm my nerves, calm my heart rate, slow down and really gather my thoughts. That way I'm not speaking too fast, my head is clear, and I'm able to get my point across clearly. So whether it is in a competition, at work, at school, right first thing in the morning, take a deep breath and allow yourself to go about your morning, your day, whatever it might be, more calm and more mindful. Number 13 is that it is possible to enjoy your work. People who say that work will always be work, you'll never enjoy it because you're always going to be doing some form of work, have not found work that they love to do. Do not listen to them. Do not, allow that to be part of your belief system, because I truly found work that I love to do, that I do it for free. I give out free coaching sessions all the time. I love helping my family and friends with their personal fitness for free. And just knowing that I even get to get paid to do that is a phenomenal feeling, and it's something I want to do every single day, 10, 12 hours a day, because I truly love it. And there is something like that out there for you. I don't know what it is for you, but it's for you to find. And if you don't know what it is, you deserve to always keep striving for that and searching for it, because you never know what it could be or when it could show up. So again, number 13 is you can absolutely love the work that you do. Number 14 is to show appreciation for the people in your life. And this is because people are in your life for either a season, a reason, or a lifetime, and your job is not to know why they're in your life, but it's just to appreciate them at that time, whether it's a lesson that they're meant to teach you, a friendship that they're able to provide, love that they give you, or guidance in some way. So at that moment, don't try and figure out why they're in your life or how, where the destiny of that relationship will end up. Just appreciate that moment, because you never know. It could be gone before you know it. So appreciate the people, say thank you to them, say that you love them when they're in your life. Number 15, which is kind of a fun one, is every single mirror you look into, smile. Like, force yourself to smile, whether it's a big mirror you have, the mirror in your bathroom, maybe it's a little compact you have in your purse. Smile at yourself every time you look in a mirror. I promise it's going to change the way that you view yourself, and it's going to improve the relationship you have with yourself. Sometimes we're so easy to look at the bad things, we critique ourselves, and so just by doing something positive like smiling at yourself is already going to improve the relationship that you have with the way that you look, because most times you can't change the way that you look, so you might as well smile and enjoy the face and the body that you were given. And just know that if you did want to change anything, that's in a safe manner or safe way, like you can do that if you want, but either way, until that moment comes, smile each time you look in a mirror. Number 16 is to try new things. And this just comes from when you put yourself in an uncomfortable position. This is when you grow. This is when you find things that you enjoy doing. And this is how you eliminate what you don't enjoy doing, but you'll never know until you try. It's what helps you with your personal growth and development. And it's really something that helps make life more enjoyable. A few different things that I've tried in my life include pageantry, traveling alone. I just went rock climbing this weekend and did like this slide thing that scared the crap out of me, but I tried it. Will I do it again? Not if I don't get forced on there, but it was still a fun experience. So try new things, whatever that might be for you. Number 17 is that every item you have can be replaced. Now, don't come at me saying like, I have this super rare thing that could never be replaced. It's one of a kind. That's not what I'm talking about, but the little materialistic things that we put so much value on are really not that important. So if anything of yours breaks, gets lost or stolen, just realize these things can be replaced. What can't be replaced are the relationships you have with people in your life and the memories that you have. So, the whole point of this is just don't put so much emphasis or pressure on these items. Sometimes I see people lose something or someone will take something and just people get so mad because they're so attached. So don't allow yourself to have that kind of negative reaction when something goes missing or is gone. Every single thing can be replaced. Number 18 is that you are worthy, and I'm gonna go really general here and just say that you are worthy of being on this earth, on this planet. There is a purpose for you, and it is your, divine, how do I wanna say it? Your divine purpose, pretty much, to be here, and that you are gonna make a difference in some way, shape, or form on this earth. You would not be here if it was not for that. The chances of you even being born is like one in, I don't even know the number, maybe like a billion, a bajillion, we'll say a made up number. That way I don't sound ridiculous for not knowing the statistic. But you are worthy and you have a purpose here. And if it's ever hard for you to remember that, just repeat the words, I am worthy and I have purpose being on this earth. And we'll leave it at that, but that's just maybe a way to make yourself feel like you belong, even if maybe you don't at the time. Number 19 is everyone learns differently. I find that especially in high school, you're kind of taught that you either learn one way or another. And you almost judge people for how they learn, but there's nothing wrong with learning in different ways, and it just makes us who we are. And we should never judge or put down somebody else because they take a little bit longer to learn something or they need a little bit of help learning something, because everybody learns in a different way. And I know for me, there are some things that take longer for me to learn. There are some things I need help with learning, and there's some things that I just get on my own. But everyone learns in a different way, and we should never make fun of somebody else's struggle when they're trying to better themselves. Number 20 is to realize that you can make friends at any point in your life. There is no specific age or formula for making friends. If you have an attitude where you want to embrace new friendships in your life, they will show up. And there is so many different ways that you could do this. It's not just meant for, your school friends are your friends and that's it. You could have friends from sports teams, from extracurricular activities, from volunteering. You literally never know when a friend might come in your life as long as you're open to the possibility. Number 21 is to trust your gut. And maybe, you have some issues with that in the past, or maybe have you ever been in a situation where you're like, oh man, I knew I shouldn't have done that, or I knew I should have done that. Oftentimes, your gut, your intuition is there for a reason to help guide you. And I always say this, you might never know the right decision to make until you just make it and find out afterwards. So we sometimes rely so much on other people to tell us answers. Sometimes we just gotta look inward and think, what are we feeling and how are we feeling? Trust your gut. Number 22 is to put your phone down more, and I am extra guilty of not doing this, but it's so easy to get consumed in what is being put online and feeling like we're communicating and connecting with other people that way. But even if you can spend like 10 minutes a day with your phone on airplane mode getting other things done, it's gonna make your mind feel much more focused and much more clear, and just realize that your phone does not control you or dictate your time. You dictate your time, and spend some time away from it, appreciating what's around you, spending time with people who you want to spend time with. 23 is that it's okay to change to be happier. Nobody else has to tell you what happiness looks like or what happiness means. And if you have something physical, emotional, mental that you want to change to better yourself, you have that right, as long as you're not hurting or offending anybody else in the process. 24, which is kind of going with one that I just said, is that person-to-person interaction is so important and essential to living. We are meant to be interacting with each other as humans. It's how we develop our values and our friendships and relationships. That is honestly just like the truest form of human connection, is being in person with someone, conversing with them, communicating. So definitely strive to have more in-person conversations and interactions with the people in your life. And number 25, which I didn't realize I put as number 25, and hopefully I got all of these right, because last video my counting was really off. So 25 is, you will never know what is the right path sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta make a decision, go down, and then change course if things are right or wrong. I think I just touched on this in a different point, but this just means that you're never gonna know where life's gonna take you or what you're meant to do in life. You might think that something is so certain, but at any point in time, you don't know what can change and alter the course of that direction. So don't be so afraid or consumed with like, this is the right decision or this is the wrong decision, or oh my God, I don't know what the right decision or wrong decision is, because the whole point is that you just gotta make a decision and find out on the way. And if you make a mistake, there's a lesson to be learned. And if something goes right, then hey, you made a great decision, and it can help you make future decisions as well. Right? So those are 25 things I've learned turning 25 years old. Of course, there's more, and maybe some of these were a little bit repetitive, but it's just a fun video to reflect on 25 years of experience and wisdom, and 25, 50, 100 years more. If you like this video, you can go ahead, like it, and subscribe down below. Maybe tell me about a lesson that you've learned at your age in life that I don't have on here. I always love to learn and grow and connect with all of you. That is all for this video. I hope to see you in the next one, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.